Okay, I'm going to begin a new structure of sentences today. Last week we have done the auxiliary verbs. Okay, auxiliary verbs. Now today we have a different structure with relative clauses. All right, let me write a sentence. The man who works in our school the man who works in our school teaches English. Okay, the man who works our school teaches English. Okay, let me show you. The man who works in our school, I have to make it closer here. The man who works in our school teaches English. Can you see it? Can you see it? The man who works in our school teaches English. Now, as usual, we have to divide the sentence into two, noun phrase and verb phrase. Which part is the noun phrase in this sentence? Which part is the noun phrase in this sentence? Which part is the noun phrase in this sentence? Sıla is writing. Yes. Which part is the noun phrase? The man who works in our school is the noun phrase. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's do the noun phrase part first. The man. What is the man? The man is a noun phrase. We have to divide the noun phrase part into two. First, the noun phrase. The man. Okay, noun phrase is the man. So the man is article and noun, it's the man. Let me show you. Okay, noun phrase is, we have to divide it into two. The first division, the first arrow shows the noun phrase, article and noun. The man. But who is that man? Who works in our school? Okay, who works in our school? There's a second sentence there. So from the noun phrase part, we have to divide sentence 2 like this. Sentence 2. We have to divide sentence 2 from the noun phrase part. So what's it going to be? What does who refer to? What does who refer to? The man who works in our school. Who is that who? The answer? Who wants to answer? Who is that who? Yes, teacher, or the man. Okay, the man. Who is the man? Right? Who is the man? So in sentence 2, we have who works in our school. Who works in our school? But instead of who, we have to say the man works in our school. Noun phrase, article, the noun, man. It's like this. The man, the man. There are two the man, the man, the man. But in the original sentence, we say the man who works, the man who. But however here, the man, because in syntax, we have to show the deep structure. In the surface structure, we have this sentence, the man who works in our school. In the surface structure, the man who works in our school. But in the deep structure, who refers to the man. So the man. So this is a second sentence. We have to have a verb phrase here. What is the verb? What is the verb? It's works. Look at here now. Look at here. Okay, the man works in. Look, sentence. Like top sentence, we have to write a second sentence here and divide it into two, noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase is the man, article noun. Verb phrase is verb and prepositional phrase. Preposition is in. And then we have our school here. Our school. Noun phrase. Our school is noun phrase. In the noun phrase, we have two nouns. Our school. Okay. So, sentence 2 is divided into two. Noun phrase, verb phrase. In the noun phrase part, we have the man, article noun. In the verb phrase part, we have verb, works, and noun phrase, prepositional phrase, which is divided into preposition in and noun phrase, which has two nouns, our school. In the top sentence, we do not repeat the man. We don't say the man. We say the man who. So the second part of the man, the man becomes who here. You always have to indicate like this. We can't write who here. In the noun phrase part, we cannot write who. We have to write what does it refer to. We have to open it. We opened it and we said the man. But in the top sentence, it's the man who. The man who works in our school. Now, this verb phrase part. What is there in this verb phrase part? What is there? In this verb phrase part, what do we say? Teaches English. Teaches English. So we have a verb and a noun. In the verb phrase part, we have one verb and a noun. Verb is teaches. Noun is English. In the sentences we have done so far, noun phrase part was very short and the verb phrase parts were usually very long. In this one, the noun phrase part is the longer part. Look at the noun phrase. Too many details. And then the verb phrase is very simple. The man who works in our school teaches English. Let me do a similar example with a similar structure. Okay. Okay. The boy who studies in the university loves the girl in the club. The boy who studies in the university loves the girl in the club. So, which is the noun phrase part? Which is the noun phrase part? The boy who studies in the university. Okay, Tahmina is writing. The boy who studies in the university is the verb phrase. Thank you. Great. Great answer. Thank you, Tahmina. So as usual, we have to divide the sentence into two, noun phrase and verb phrase. This time, both the noun phrase and the verb phrase are long. Because in the verb phrase part, we have loves the girl in the club. But first do the noun phrase part. The boy who studies in the university. So what do we have to do? We have to divide the noun phrase into two. Noun phrase and sentence. Noun phrase and sentence. Noun phrase and sentence. In the noun phrase part, we have article, noun, the boy. Okay, article and noun, the boy. So, in the sentence part, we divide it into two, noun phrase and verb phrase. Sentence 2. Noun phrase and verb phrase. What is there in the noun phrase? What is there in the second noun phrase here? Who wants to answer? What is there in the second noun phrase here? It's not who. In the top sentence we say who. But what does it include in the deep sentence? The boy. Very good, Sıla. Very good. Thank you. The boy. Very good. So the noun phrase is article, the noun, boy. The boy, the boy. We repeat. The boy, the boy. In the verb phrase part, we have verb, and in the university is prepositional phrase. Okay, verb is studies. Look at it now. Okay. The boy studies. Look, sentence. Forget this. Forget this for a moment. Forget it for a moment. The second sentence has got noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase is the boy. Verb phrase is studies in the university. In the university is a prepositional phrase. In prepositional phrase, we have one preposition, which is in, and noun phrase, the university, article, the noun, university. Okay? University. Look at the details now. Noun phrase. The top sentence. The boy who studies in the university loves the girl in the club. Noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase part. Noun phrase and second sentence. And in the noun phrase part, we have article and noun, the boy. In the second sentence, we have noun phrase, verb phrase. Noun phrase is the boy. Verb phrase is verb, studies. Prepositional phrase, preposition in, and noun phrase, the university. So who is going to be indicated here? Who? And in the verb phrase part of the top sentence, loves the girl in the club. Okay, loves, look, the boy who studies in the university loves the girl in the club. Loves. Here is the girl in the club. The girl in the club. So, the girl in the club is a noun phrase, but it has got one noun phrase and one prepositional phrase. Noun phrase and prepositional phrase. In the noun phrase part, we have the article, the noun, girl. So, in the noun phrase part, look at that. In the noun phrase part, we have a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Noun phrase is divided into two, article and noun. Article is the, noun is girl. Here we have in the club, which is a prepositional phrase. In is preposition. So we have one preposition here, which is in, and we have a noun phrase, the club, article, the, noun, club. Okay, look at that. Prepositional phrase. We have preposition in, noun phrase, article, and noun, the club. All right? Now, I'm closing this session now and begin the second session in 5 minutes. See you in 5 minutes.